Hello everyone, it's 999 Releases. I'm doing well, hope y'all doing well. Today's video, we're going to talk about unreleased music and whether it helps Juice WRLD or not. So, there's different categories of fans. There's the hardcore fans that are just non-stop listening to Juice, like every day non-stop. Then there's the average fan, guy or girl who just likes every artist, like, oh yeah, I fuck with so-and-so. Oh yeah, I heard such and such. Like somebody who fucks with everybody. And then there's the people who don't really listen to it, but we're not going to worry about them. So, for the hardcore fans, I would say that leaks keep Juice alive to them. Because the hardcore fans, what I would say is, we like the release music. We like it. But we also want more of the music. That's not enough. We need to hear more Juice. Because that's, like, for me, I listen to Juice WRLD about 70% of each day, probably. Or more. It's Juice WRLD and NBA Youngboy who I listen to 90% of the time. But I listen to Juice WRLD the most, I would say. And if there wasn't any new Juice coming out, yeah, I fucking love the songs that are already out. But it would get kind of repetitive. With the leaks, they're constantly coming out. And you're constantly hearing new Juice music and seeing his versatility get put on display and all the different types of music he could make. You're constantly getting it. And it keeps the hardcore fans more invested. Now, does it help for the general fan? I wouldn't say as much because they're not actually seeking out the unreleased music. They don't care as much. They're just the people who, whenever there's a big Juice song or whenever, okay, not even going to do them like that. Like, the people who sit down and watch the documentary, like the hardcore fans, we're going to fuck with all the unreleased shit. But the average fan, the average rap fan, I know they probably didn't watch the Juice documentary because they're not that invested into Juice. So whenever there's unreleased music, they're not gonna fucking be seeking it out and already know about it. Like all the hardcore fans, we can have all these discussions about the unreleased music and what's our favorite and when this came out and all that type of stuff. But the average fair weather fan, they're gonna be like, bro, I don't know what the fuck is Better Off Alone, dude? What the fuck is Cake? Like, they won't know what we're talking about when we talk about these songs. Like Burn. I bet the average nigga who just listens to rap doesn't actually look into the music for real. I bet the average nigga didn't know about Burn. But meanwhile, me and all the other fucking unreleased fans, all the other hardcore Juice fans, we were listening to Burn for like fucking way over a year before it ever came out. And My Life in a Nutshell. Y'all know what I'm talking about. These leaks. We've been listening to them. The people who follow this channel, I know you're not regular rap fans, you're hardcore Juice fans most likely. So we know what we're talking about when we say this type of stuff. But yeah, I would say overall, the leaks help Juice's legacy. It keeps his voice heard. It keeps his name alive within the hardcore fan base. So we don't, I won't like quote unquote move on, but like, so they don't move on to the next rapper, if that makes sense. Cause Juice is dead. We got it. Like, it sucks. Juice is dead, but this is the difference between him and other rappers, though. First off, there's like 2,000 or 3,000 unreleased songs. Like, look at Pop Smoke, for example. Got killed. Came out with one fire-ass album afterwards. They put it together. Then they made the deluxe version of that album. Fire. Fucking amazing. But then Faith, that album after that fucking hit album, shit. Fucking ass. It has like 2 good songs on it. And one of the best songs on it, they had to buy from another artist. When it was just where Pop Smoke was featured on the song. Because they didn't have enough Pop Smoke music in the vault. They weren't prepared for something like that. But Juice, this nigga could just bang out songs like that. Like nobody, never seen before almost. Like, he could just bang out the songs. So he had 3,000 unreleased songs, and they have 2 terabytes of footage that Chris Long said he has. Just 2 terabytes of just Juice footage. So I'm thinking that's probably another documentary, and they could just have endless music video footage, like to make different music video compilations and stuff like that. But for the average fan, I would say the unreleased doesn't really matter to them that much. But for the hardcore fans, it matters to us a lot, and it keeps us invested in the music. We're going to be invested either way, but it keeps us invested. But hey, I guess that's all for now. It's 999 Releases, and I'm out.